So the other day I was on TarotTube and I saw this deck and I was like, you know what? This deck looks provocative. I think there might be a lot of nudity in it, and this is right up my alley. So I immediately was like, "Oh, I gotta get this." So I contacted the creator and got it immediately to show you guys. So we're gonna do the introduction, and then we're gonna get right into it. Happy New Year, by the way. Today is January 3rd. It's my grandmother's birthday. My aunt and uncle. They're all Capricorns, of course, and my cousin. So happy birthday to all of the Capricorns in my family and in yours. So my name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of As an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it to anyone and everyone who may like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. And if you would like to get a reading done, or if you would like to talk to me, we want some Ask an Aquarius merchandise, all of that kind of stuff is going to be underneath this video. And at the very top, underneath the video, I am going to link any information about this deck, the link to where you can purchase it, and anything else that may be important, such as if I see Instagram pages or anything like that. So that'll be at the very tippy top of the section underneath this video. So let's get started, because this video is my first one. I was on vacation. I didn't go anywhere. I just stayed home, but I really just wanted to rest. So 13 decks came in the mail while I was resting. And I was like, well, when it's time to go back to work, it's going to be a lot to do, and today is that day. So I'm happy. I'm pumped. And I've been looking forward to this. So this is the box out of the plastic. I'm going to show you the side. Nice. I like the triple moon goddess, just like my tattoo there. I see it in a lot of things. All right, now for those of you who want to read this, please pause right here or screenshot so you can get that information. Right there, this is the name of the company, Burning Paper Hearts, and there is their URL. I will put that underneath this video, as well as the direct link. So as you can see, it's a beautiful box. Has a very nice kind of soft finish on it. I like the color scheme, very sexy. It opens out on the side. So it's one of those hard boxes. It's not one of the, flimsy ones that I always break. I like that a lot. Here is our guidebook. Nice hefty guidebook. Let's see what's in it. Oh, it's in full color. And black. Alright guys, so I see a lot of nudity. So if you're somebody who is offended by nudity, this is not going to be the deck for you. You need to turn this off right now. Because there's a lot of it. Now, I do also see that they give us the keywords. It's not a long description, it's just keywords, but it's in the upright and the reverse, which I definitely love. The pictures seem to be more realistic, not like cartoon pictures that we're used to, the art that we're used to today. But I like that particular style, so that's awesome. I was trying to see, let me look really fast, if there was any spreads in here. But I think it's just the meanings of the cards. The credits. Yes, there are spreads. I always look for the spreads, guys. There's spreads right here. 1 3-card spread. And of course, there's the credit. I'm going to show that to you. The people that made this happen. More credits. And a thank you. I like the book. But I like black. Black is my color, so I like that. Alright, so let's get into these cards. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you was that they came with these stickers. Aren't those cool? I love stickers. So we're going to take the deck out. Got all of them. In the bottom, that's what's in the bottom. There's nothing else in here. Let's get into this art. Okay, so they feel really nice. All right, before I get into it, let me show you something. This is the back of the card. Not too glossy, as you can see. The card stock is thin. Not extremely thin. As you can see, it has a nice bounce to it, but it's more of a thinner. And I like that because these should be a dream to shuffle. They feel beautiful just like the box. They are the same size as a standard tarot card, easy to hold in the hand. Oh, do they feel beautiful. All right, we're going to get into this art. Got it. All right, let's see if we can get a good... Oh, nice. Let's get it all up on you. So at the bottom is the triple moon symbol that I have tatted on me. And then we have the name of the card. Nice font. This font may not be easy for people with older eyes. Some of the times they complain about these types of fonts. I can see it fine though. I even know someone who has a magnifying glass for looking at cards. I think I'm going to invest in one. Feels good, looks good. I love our full. This is very abstract. Let's go. Let's jump in, guys. I like that. I like the abstract nature of this. I love the nudity as art. I like how that's kind of blurred for the magician, because the magician is always smoke and mirrors. So I like that. The concept of, like, you know, the illusion, the sleight of hand comes up sometimes with the magician. Our high priestess. This is giving me mystery. The mystery aspects of the high priestess. I like how, if you take a look at them, look at this. Let me get it all up on you. As you can see, they're not like crystal, like clear. There's like kind of like this, I don't know if it's like a haze, but whatever that camera effect they did makes the person look so mysterious to me. I like the gold border thing we have going on with the black. I like it. You guys know that I usually prefer decks that don't have borders, but for this kind of deck, it is working for me. I like this. It reminds me of the kind of abstract art you would see in a gallery. I do feel like this deck is not for beginners. If you are a beginning reader, this could be difficult. Oh, she's beautiful. I love that. Yeah, this could be difficult for a beginning reader. I mean, you still have the numbers and you also have the name of the card, so you can go by that. But if you're somebody who's looking for the like a Rider-Waite clone, this is not a clone at all. This is unique and it does its own thing. It does, you know, if you look at it, you can see the principles, of course. Oh, the lovers. Oh. You can see the principles, but it's done in a unique way. The Chariot. Yeah, this is awesome. Like she's being lifted off. Kind of reminds me of an alien abduction. So some of them have that kind of blurry effect over them, and some of them do not. So some of them, like I said, give me more of this like kind of mysterious look. I like the camera effect though. I like that one. I like the choices that they've made. They've made, as you can see, several different choices. Oh, and check out this. They're edged in black, right? I love this whole, like, sometimes people ask me, do I have dark decks, quote unquote? And I really don't. But this one kind of like plays. It plays with the light. It plays with the shadows. I like that. It's a fun look, but not dark and, you know, spooky like you know, some of the ones that I've seen that like trip me out. This has that same kind of mysterious vibe to it, but it's not creepy. At least to me, it's not creepy, because these people, when I look into their faces, they look like people I would know, you know. Look at her with that polar bear. And talk about strength. A polar bear can rip you to shreds. And she's just sitting there like chilling with my bear friend. The Hanged Man. There's definitely more of that, you know, that traditional look. The Death card. Interesting interpretation, because clearly this animal has died. Because death is about rebirth. So the animal has passed over. And we see that that's the death aspect. And I'm feeling the rebirth aspect of it, because she's using it what looks like maybe for a ritual. I don't know, because I don't know what you would use it for, like as far as an animal skull is concerned. Now I know that the human skull, like the replicas, they often come in crystal, as a matter of fact, but they have all kinds of different ones, and they usually are used for like ancestor rituals. But I don't know what the animal ones were used for, unless it's a particular god or goddess. I'm really enjoying the artwork. It's very refreshing. I love it when we get a chance to see something that is not a Rider-Waite clone. Something that embodies the ideas and the principles of the card without sticking to the same old images over and over again. And not that I'm against those same old images, because I have a lot of decks that utilize those same old images, or that plays with them, you know, in a way. I like that too. But this is one of those kind of decks where you do get the elements, you know, the keywords match up and everything, but you see that they went their own way, and I like that. I like when things go their own way. Yeah, so I think this would be great for like a seasoned reader, or an intuitive reader. I think an intuitive reader would do well, because you're going to see a lot in these cards, as far as like, even, you know, they look at the emotions, and you can still see a lot in that vibration. So I think an intuitive reader would love these too. All right, let me get this one. Okay, the World. This is a more this is more familiar, I'm going to say, because you have the photography and then you have the earth. It looks like superimposed in the background here. So that looks more like the World that I'm kind of used to, except for it doesn't have the animals in the corner. But yeah. Now this is cool. They have two of their own. So this is a unique card just to their deck. The Maiden. Okay. Okay. And they got to have the Mother and the Crone, right? Yes, the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone. Yes. Yes, I love that. And it's mostly women. Now that I think about it, we saw a guy. The guy was the fool, though. Yup. I love that. I wonder if that was on purpose, or what kind of message are we getting from that? It's making me laugh, I know that. This is our Crone. Okay, our Crone. And then we have the Coven. Okay, so we also have some extra cards. So before doing a reading with these, I would have to take a look and see what the extra cards represent. Ritual magic. So it's quite a few extra cards here. So if you want to use these, you're just going to have to, you know, ooh, burn at the stake. Ooh, you're going to have to look up what these are. Wax. So this would be waxing moon. Okay, so now we got some moon phases up in here. Awesome. That's the waxing moon. This is the waning moon. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. Yes. So we have the traditional tarot, and then we have the extra cards. Now, some people, when they get extra cards, they take them out of the deck. Now, you can do that if you want to, but what I do is I try to learn them. Because in general, if the creator went through all of that to add extra cards, it could really add some richness to the reading. And all of these cards are stuff that is like, look at Lilith. We know Lilith from history. Lilith, according to mythology, was Adam's first wife. And she didn't want to submit to him. Big surprise. And because she wanted to be independent, she left Adam and flew away. And then God created Eve to replace Lilith. So if you know what this card means, which I don't yet, that probably plays into something very special, something very important, and it could be quite the message. I would use these cards especially when I'm dealing with people who are into craft, because they would understand a lot of these symbolisms and it would be really cool. I would love to see more body diversity. I don't know if we're using the same model. I can't tell if it's the same people over and over again, because some of them are blurred, so I really can't tell. But I would like to see more of that. But I love the outfits that they chose. I love the backgrounds that they chose. And you know, I'm usually a person who likes brighter, shinier colors. But these colors really work for me. I like it. I like the way that it's done. This deck for me is very different. I don't think it's unique. I don't think I have anything anywhere near close to this in my collection. And I have other witch decks, but this is definitely different. This is very, very different in a good way. Very different. And I like that. But that's the one thing. I definitely would add some more body diversity to it. But that's really the only thing I would really say. Everything else about it, I love exactly how it is. Because our first guy was a big guy, so I was expecting, you know, more of that kind of energy going forward. But I'm pretty, as far as the women are concerned, I'm pretty much seeing the same thing. But we have a lot more suits to get through. So we'll see if that changes. And some of them are set in night. Some of them are set in day. Some of them look like they're in like that last one. Like, are you in an alternate universe or something? Like, that person looked like they were in an alternate universe. This is one of my favorites. I love her. I love the tattoo. I love how she's in the sea. I love that. The Knight of Wands. Look at that. Wow. Love the tiger. The Queen of Wands always has a cat. So that was really clever to use a tiger. The use of nudity is extremely tasteful. I really enjoy it. The way that some things are peeking, some things are not. Okay, so the king is also a woman. So I think the fool is our only guy. So when we're finished with this, we're going to look at our fool and see if we get any more information on him. Okay. Does she have a cup in her hand? What is that in her hand? It doesn't look like a cup to me. It looks like a crystal. Two of Cups. So I'm assuming this looks like somebody who's about to get married. Two of Cups is usually a love card. Okay. Very different. The outside scenes are awesome. That tree is great. The Four of Cups is always by a tree. So to use a real tree was very clever. Yes, Five of Cups, the depression. Depression is often talked about as like foggy, darkness, cloudiness. People often talk about that, and sometimes pains in the body. So that's cool for the Five of Cups. Six of Cups. I love this, the happiness. Seven of Cups. Okay, moon phases. Love this. Awesome, awesome picture. The Eight of Cups. Very interesting interpretation. I wonder if she's astral projecting. That's very interesting. I like that. I love that. Yes. Ten of Cups. You don't see a lot of scenes with multiple people, which is interesting too. And I talked about the intuitive nature because it draws you in to that one person or to what is going on. And really, for me, it's the faces. It's drawing me right to their face. And notice how they're numbered. Even the court cards. So our Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups usually doesn't have a number. But the Knight of Cups is the, what is it? The 12th? Yeah, the 12th card in the suit. So they have the 12 on top. The 11 for the page. The 12, 13, 14. Yeah. And they're using Roman numerals. So for people who aren't familiar with Roman numerals, a lot of decks use it. And there's our King of Cups, which is also a woman. I like it. And let's get our Ace of Swords out. I want to know, where did they go to take these pictures? Because can you imagine that you're walking through the woods on a hike and you see a bunch of people taking naked pictures in the woods, half naked pictures in the woods? I hope they had like a really private spot to do this. Because I would be, I know me personally, I would stand and watch. Like, hey guys, can I watch the photo shoot? Like, this is awesome. Nice. I like this a lot. I like the jewelry. I like her stand. Six of Swords. This is interesting. She has one of the things you usually see the Grim Reaper with. And this says Jesus saves for the Seven of Swords. Interesting, because the Seven of Swords is about like theft and deception. Interesting. Very interesting. And a lot of pastors, not all of them, but a lot of pastors are accused of, you know, there was one in the news recently who was accused of like faking a robbery and, you know, misappropriating church funds and things like that. And I imagine that could happen in any, you know, church or organization. Oh, she's pretty. I imagine that could pretty much happen anywhere. But I did recently hear about that and have been hearing about things like that. So maybe that ties into that energy of the Seven of Swords. The theft, the deception. Okay, Knight of Swords, okay. Oh, I love that. I love how she's looking at Queen of Swords. This is a card I get all the time. So that is awesome. I hope she didn't cut her tongue on that. That sword looks like it's sharp. And here is our King of Swords. Again, a woman. Awesome. Alright, Ace of Coins. I really love this. This project, to me, it just looks so passionate. It looks so intense. I just love it. I love the cards. I love the pictures on the cards. I love the scenery they chose. I love the backgrounds. I love the looks on their face. Look at this one. I love this. Three of Pentacles, three people working together. And this is one of the few cards where you do see more than one person. So I really like that. This is definitely one of my favorite cards. I love the way that they look here. Very cool. This is very artistic. Love that. Look at this. She's in the bathtub with this one. This is awesome too. I like this. All right. Yes. Man, I wonder how long it took them to do this project, because it looks to me like they had to go to a lot of different locations This isn't something you can do in a weekend. I mean, I guess you could, but I think you would probably run yourself ragged, especially coordinating, because these aren't all the same person. As I'm looking at them, I'm like, these are different people. So it's a matter of getting the people together, coordinating schedules. I know this was a bear of an undertaking just by looking at what they produced. And then after all the pictures are done, then you have to do the editing and the manipulation of them, and whatever this effect is that I like so much that they put over certain cards. So this looks like a passion project for sure. I love that background on this one. And this is our last one. Awesome. Love her crown. So I want to read real quick about our fool, because he's the only guy, and I love that. I love that so much. So let's check him out. The Fool. Beginnings, innocence, spontaneity, a free spirit. Holding back, reckless, and risk-taking. So yeah, he is our only guy, but we don't really know why. I was thinking that the guidebook would say something about like it, but let's take a look. Okay, I understand. So it's supposed to be, according to this part, it's supposed to be, female, the dark mystic beauty of the female form. So that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be that way. But they don't tell us why one guy, is here. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere here. Okay. And of course, I showed you this already, but just in case you didn't see it, you can screenshot right there. That is their website, Facebook, and Instagram. And I will put this underneath the video too for anybody who wasn't able to catch it. So what do I think of this deck? I think this deck is really cool. I would have liked to see, like I said before, more body diversity, but I give it a 9 out of 10 because that's the only thing about it that I think I would change. Everything else about this I would leave exactly the same way. I love the choices that they made. I think it feels really beautiful. The card stock that they chose to use, I think the edges was an excellent decision. The black versus like maybe a gold or something. The black is perfect. I think this deck is awesome. So if you think it's as awesome as I do, please look underneath this video for all the information that I promised you. And I strongly urge you to check this deck out. It is very unique. And I think that it's an awesome addition, especially if you have a nice little collection. This is a nice addition to your collection. So I'm going to use this deck in a reading coming up soon so we can all see how it performs. But until then, please enjoy, and I will be back to talk to you next time. See you later.